welcome back to the My Crypto Journey live stream. Here for a little coffee and crypto on a Sunday day, baby. This is my second. What fucking size is this? Can we just get like a medium or a large? I think this is a large. What do they call it? Grande? Or is that a small? I don't know. This is my second pretty large size coffee today from Starbucks. So I'm on a sick one. And hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far. The cryptocurrency market's a little boring. And I have a sneaking suspicion that it's going to get even more boring. You know, I think that this month isn't going to be the best for crypto, but it's going to give us a good time to accumulate our favorite products at a discount. And of course, we're going to talk about XRP today because there's some USA Today saying that XRP is the smartest cryptocurrency investment to buy with $500 right now. Very, very interesting. You know, very interesting. But if you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you like being here. And if you're watching over on X, where it seems most of the views are coming from these days, make sure to like the video, repost it, please. That's the number one thing I want you to do. And give your boy a follow. Yes, it is my birthday. Yes, happy birthday to me. Yes, it is my birthday. I forgot to mention that. But it is my birthday today, 35 years old, 15 years to 50, halfway to 70. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Let's go, babe. Let's have a good stream. And we already have a $2 donation from Honda, Canadian $2. It says, sold some XRP and Bitcoin for more Pulse. Keep the Doge. You know what, Honda? Pulse is it's down in the gutter so much that it could be a good buy. It could probably yield more X's. You know what I'm talking about? What's up, chat? We have crypto Satoshi Byte family. Honda with the Pulse City. Again, thank you so much for the $2. I appreciate any donations. And if you want to become a member, consider becoming a member over on YouTube. What's up, Mizzy Matt says, oh shit, Sunday stream. LFG, hell yeah, baby. Sunday after church, take us higher. Church part 2. My first time with you guys. Hello. What's up, Brandon White? Welcome to the channel, brother. Sit back, relax. Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is where I kind of like go over the news like in a regimented kind of format. But the weekends are more chill. Like yesterday, all we did was hang out, talk about the news. I answered questions. And then we, of course, talked about some meme coins that people wanted us to look at. Glenn says, second Starbucks of the day. Is the cardiologist cool with that? The cardiologist says, as long as I'm not doing a bunch of cocaine, then I'm probably good with just coffee. Got to pick your poison. So nicotine and coffee, no more blow. No more nose candy. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. Devil's dandruff. What's up? OG Brooklyn says, happy birthday. Thank you so much. Brandon says, happy birthday. Thank you so much. Glenn, happy birthday. Bud, thank you so much. Khalid, thank you so much for always reposting the streams. I appreciate you, legend. $1 trillion Trav says, Rodney, shout out from the M2 fam. It runs crypto. M2 controls it all. Best narrative in the game. All right, awesome. Shout out to the M2 family. Gib, we got the Gib fam in here. Hottest meme coin project on Hedera. The Digital Era says, happy birthday, Playa. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. MG says, memes on Soul. Your take. You know, to be honest, I think Pump Fun kind of ruined it, but maybe Bong Fun is kind of starting some resurgence of Solana meme coins. So we're starting to see, you know, Bong Fun get hot. So we'll see, you know. Fluffy, how you doing? Says, happy birthday, fellow Leo. Yes, Leo season. Remember, if a girl leads off with Leo season, you're going to get the sloppiest head of your life. But she's crazy. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, right? Tap in chat if you know what I'm saying. Nicotine and coffee is a great feeling. Absolutely. Digital Era says, I'm 35 too. Does your back hurt for no reason? I think the reason why my back hurts is the burden and the weight of the world, an existential crisis that just kind of crushes my back every day. I don't know about you guys. Glenn, what's up? Pepe. Yes, Pepe is the king. Don't forget Dosa. We love Dosa too. Zilla fam in the house. What's up, sweet intern? How's the internship going? MG says, thanks. Happy birthday. You're welcome. I'm a Leo too. Team Leo. Bro, check Zilla. First, I want to get to the XRP news. Ooh. XRP is the smartest $500 investment, USA Today says. Well, $500 in the S&P will get you $50 a year. XRP offers far greater upside for those who can stomach the volatility. Yes, that is true. But if you think about it, XRP didn't hit an all-time high until 2007, or went from 2018 until recently. So that's 7 years of pain. You could say that the market has, you know, down years like that sometimes too, but I thought this was an interesting article. And you know what? I think news outlets are about engagement and clicks too. Like that's where the original clickbait come from. Original clickbait's not YouTube, right? It's from like magazines you see at the checkout stand, you know, like that real like dirty, gossipy magazine that'll be like Leonardo DiCaprio cheated on his wife or some shit like that. Well, first of all, I don't think Leo's married. And the crazy thing about Leo is that he's dating 19 and up. And when you get to 24, you're cut. which what a life, right? Tehua says, Rodney, check out SSX on Sol, Solana Stock Index. Buying bonk Sol memes and buying back burning SSX. CTO led by useless dev, useless whales aping it. Okay, I love that. Yeah, Brad Garlinghouse didn't pay USA Today to post that. He may have, he may haven't, right? 10 penny with the repost. Thank you so much. You know, if you guys didn't know, you know, Ripple, they were the biggest donors to the Trump campaign, which I thought was interesting. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but they were the biggest donors to the whole Trump campaign. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. But no beer for me today. I mean, maybe. Probably not, though. Most likely no beer. 10 penny says, bullish on you, Rodney. Always with you. I appreciate that. Obeyed repost. Look at all these reposts we're getting over on X. Let's keep the reposts going. All right, what other news I got for you little weirdos today? Some of this news is going to be regurgitated and recycled for tomorrow. I'm going to let you know that right now. Coinbase just put out an ad for the wall. I guess we can talk the wall. Check this out. So Coinbase's wallet's no longer called Coinbase Wallet. It's called just Base.
Drop the bass.
All right, whatever. We don't give a shit. All right, I don't care. MetaMask is still better. What do you guys think? Phantom MetaMask still better. Hey, buddy, we're posted. Where's my damn coffee? Yeah, where's the coffee at? Analyst Joe, great question, says, yo, Rod, agree on bonk narrative right now? Basically follow the money and communities. Yeah, bonk fund is the new pump fund. And don't get it twisted. It's the same thing. You know, I just hope, well, they won't launch a token because the token is bonk. Because pump fund launched the token, and in my opinion, it was like one last scam. Let's check out the market real quick because I didn't cover the market just yet, but looks like the market is recovering quite a bit, 2.3%. Now, the reason why the market's dumping for two reasons. Obviously, we didn't cut interest rates. Dude, XLM is pumping. Shout out to Stellar. Stellar is pumping. Is XRP up? Slightly. Oh, no, 5% over the last 24 hours. Yeah. So I'm sure like HBAR is doing well yet. HBAR is up 10%. Wow, nice. Yeah, the ISOs are ripping. But the market's recovering a little bit. We got down to, I believe, 112,000. I think it touched even 111,000 yesterday. And obviously, we got bad jobs reports, bad jobs numbers, and it's not looking good for the economy. But what that means is that going into September, there's a higher chance that we're going to go ahead and slash interest rates. So I think that next month, September, is going to be really bullish, and we might not look back for like 6 months. That's what I think. You know, now this is interesting. Let me know what you guys think about this. Now, is this delusion or is this real? What do you guys think? Is this real or delusion? Michael Saylor, obviously the most bullish guy in the space, says this, and I thought this was interesting. Michael Saylor doesn't believe Bitcoin will have another bear market like 2022. What do you guys think? Are the bear markets canceled? Winter is not coming back. Do you think that we're not going to have another bear market? Let me know what you think. Crypto up. Thank you so much. Just happy birthday, Rodney. I appreciate you, brother. Shout out to you, Crypto up. Fluffy says, we are in the Lion Gate portal until 12th of August. Manifestation is stronger than any other time of the year. Lion, let's go. Oh, you mean, do you mean like Leo season? Pepe says, no, cycles never change. Bear market January. Yeah, that's true. I get that, Pepe. But if you would have told me that everybody and their mom, including institutions, the president, would be pro-crypto, I would have said you're out of your mind. If you would have told me that Bitcoin hit $120,000 or hit even over 100K, you know, near January, I would have told you were crazy. I would have told you were nuts. The only thing that's not making sense this cycle is Bitcoin. Everything else is kind of making sense. Bitcoin is just doing some insane things. If you would have told me, like, this cycle seems different, right? But I get what you're saying. Neko says, we will always have higher lows, but will we have the catastrophic dump like we had in 2022? Now, obviously, that was for a plethora of different things. We had the FTX situation, Terra Luna, all those sorts of things, you know? Analyst Joe says, let's read this. Interest won't be slashed. GDP growth is fastest among all developed economies, while inflation is already feeling the trade war. But the thing that will pump the markets will be courts that will annul Trump's order for the next 14 days. Trusted sources and own research. Basically, we're on the verge of a huge bull run. No, I think the jobs numbers were terrible, and I think that's why they're going to cut interest rates. You know, that's what I think. Now, obviously, with the whole tariff situation, tariffs are meant to just make America more self-reliant. That's the whole point of them, and to bring jobs back to the United States. but we got to fill those jobs in first. But that's great analysis, you know. We'll see. And obviously, you know, I don't know whether Jerome Powell is making this political or he really does fear that inflation is going to be stickier because of the tariffs. Because we have to see what happens in September. Like, what are the next inflation numbers going to look like? You know, we'll see. It's going to be interesting. Glenn says perma bulls have always said that this cycle is different, but we go down 70%. I agree. Pepe says Rebels last cycle, everyone was in the bear market, hit faster than Bitcoin. Yeah, you know what, Pepe? But that wasn't just the bear market. That was a bunch of catastrophes that we had. Remember, FTX was arguably the biggest exchange, right? Commercials everywhere. Sam Bankman-Fried was being interviewed for being a billionaire. I think he was under 30 or around 30. Terra Luna was one of the biggest projects in the space of stablecoin. Everybody was talking about it. Everybody had their stablecoin. Like, there were so many catastrophes with Voyager, Celsius, you know, Gemini, Earn, I think they're crypto trading platform. Like, all these things happened at once to bring down the market. You know, maybe Bitcoin doesn't go to 16K, maybe it goes to 30K, you know? So we'll see. But who knows? Maybe if the market dumps, we have the same cascading effect. It's like when bad news comes out and then people get liquidated in the market, and it's like a vicious cycle. You know, bad news comes out, bad economic data, dumps the market, people get wrecked under, you know, trading leverage. That causes more to dump. Then people get scared, they dump, and it's like a vicious cycle. So, you know, could be it. I don't know. Glenn says that's what we're seeing with the jobs report revisions. American-born employees went up higher relative to foreign-born employees. Yeah, that's exactly what we saw. But overall, like, I think like one of the only sectors that had like an increase in like in workers was like education or something like that. Obviously, with Doge, they cut a lot of federal jobs, those sorts of things, which, you know, you could say it's one of those things where we knew that you know, it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Like, it's gonna hurt. But I made this post earlier, and there's it's kind of cliche, and we always say it in the crypto space, but I think it's important for us to just realize something. And I posted this earlier. It says, "When in doubt, zoom out." It's a cliche here in the crypto space, but it's so damn true. I put no damn true, damn it. We've come so far. Keep calm, stay focused, and keep accumulating. And this is the Bitcoin chart over the years, you know. So this is the Bitcoin chart over the years. So Neko said they just passed something that has me concerned, where you can trade stocks for actual ETH and Bitcoin without paying cash. This is a bad idea, as a lot of stocks are inflated. I do think a lot of things are inflated. I do think that. I saw a meme the other day that said Tesla and Nvidia and Sydney Sweeney are the only three stocks holding up the economy right now. Which, you know, but we had some pretty good GDP numbers. Fluffy says, yes, August 8th. This is the time for strong dreams, change of direction, and manifestation. All right. I'm not a big Zodiac person. I think a lot of it's kind of like meh, but I get you. Guys, we already have 700 people over on X viewing. If you're watching over on X, please make sure you repost, or at least views. On YouTube, we're still at 23, which is fine. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel if you like being here. Consider becoming a member. Benefits of being a member is I'm always going to answer your questions. In the event that we do start to pump like crazy, and get like more people on the channel, I'll always, answer your questions first. I'll look up crypto products and of course talk to you. And on X, repost just helps because it gets my stream out there. So I do appreciate it. OG Brooklyn says 2021 Trump family wealth was 91% in real estate, 2025 41% in crypto. What else do you need to know? Follow the money. Yeah, if there's one thing about this market, guys, it's going to be a huge wealth transfer. This is an investor's market, guys. If you can get in the market, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but you got to get your ass in the game. Being on the sidelines is not good during this run. So keep that in mind. The Trumps aren't stupid. They see crypto as a vehicle to make more money. Glenn says, I run construction for a builder in Houston, and I've had multiple crews self-deport back to Central America. Yeah, a lot of illegal immigrants do construction work. And, I'm not like knocking anybody because I'm from Southern California, San Diego, San Isidro, Chula Vista, anybody from there. And I grew up around Latinos and hardest working people. That motherfuckers do anything, bro. Sushi, I went to sushi restaurant. Some of the best sushi I've ever had is like from Mexican sushi chefs. You go to like the Home Depots out there, there's a bunch of illegal immigrants looking for work, they just want to send money back home because obviously the dollar goes further than the peso. But a lot of people, but at the end of the day, I think we do need to bring jobs back to Americans, right? Analyst Joe says, can we agree with that? If anything, everything Trump does is meant for his trades and for trades of his trading group. Abs 1000%. Trump is loyal. If we looked at this, we looked at a statement he made in 2018 when he was talking about, I think it was 2019 when he was talking about crypto, when he didn't like it. You know, he pretty much shit on it. But everyone who supported Trump through the election is getting something back. All the major public figures, Tulsi Gabbard, Kennedy, Cash Patel, like all these people that supported him, he hooked them up. Crypto people really supported him, and he's doing he's trying to stick to all his promises that he made for crypto. A lot of people are complaining about the strategic Bitcoin reserve, but here's the thing. It just can't be, he's not a dictator, right? He can't say something and it happens like that. The rest of the government has to get behind that, but we're moving in the right direction. So Trump is trying to make everybody who helped him better, right? And especially the crypto people. So if you're in crypto, if you're not in crypto, get off the sidelines and get in. Elizabeth Grace, thank you so much for reposting the stream. Still waiting for you to come down to Tampa and hang out with your boy. Hope all is well, and shout out to the UFD community. Brandon White says, something new I've come across, but I don't have any information on the project. What are your thoughts on Epic Chain? When it comes to different, I can check it out. Epic, I think I made a video on them. Epic. Yeah, Epic. I actually made a video on Epic. I think it's a fantastic project. A lot of backing. Obviously down right now. It's been around since 2021. I know that Mr. Beast and other people are in this project. Here's the thing. Will this thing hit its all-time high again? Probably not, for being awesome. Probably not. But what I will say is that when altcoins are down like this, there's probably an opportunity to make money. Like obviously the last month we're up 150%. I made a video on these guys too. If you would have bought the bottom, maybe DCA'd and those sorts of things, you would have made some money. Now, is it going to hit its all-time high again? Probably not. Decent year for them, but we'll have to see. We have the Elmo, thank you so much for the repost. OG Brooklyn, thank you so much for the reposts. Mexican sushi is wild. It's good though, bro. Yes, he's keeping his promises. Elizabeth says, happy birthday, Roddy. Thank you so much. Says, we are throwing you a UFD raid party. Let's go. Shout out to the unicorns, the dusters. What's up, baby? We'll go ahead and check out your project right now. I'm not sure how well it's doing. It's an ERC20 token. Really did some crazy things over the last year. Let's see how you're doing. Yeah, still need some help, but still a $42 million market cap meme coin, which is fantastic. P says, happy birthday. Much love from UFD. Thanks so much. Thank you for the repost. Let's go. What's up, fam? Happy birthday. Let's go, UFD. Are you doing review videos on small caps now as well? So people will pay me to do review videos or like hype videos. I just make sure they're decent. I'm not going to do it on everything. Like I'll do tweets sometimes, but like I can't every time I make a video on like a small cap project, they rug and then everybody blames me. You know what I mean? So I am taking long-term partners, and I'll take a second to give a shout out to my sponsor, VECHAIN, obviously big project in the space. Thank you so much, VECHAIN, for hooking me up. One of my long-term sponsors, ton of content on these guys. And if you want to be a part of the VECHAIN community, links to everything is in the description of this video. Obviously, they're doing Stargate. They have, which is their staking app that's going to have all sorts of upgrades, and it's a good time to get in if you're bullish on VECHAIN, the VECHAIN ecosystem. Big sponsors and partners with the UFC and PowerSlap, and VBetterDAO is a fantastic way to earn while doing everyday things. So shout out to VECHAIN. G's nuts, thank you so much. Crypto Cowboy, UFD, Soul, thank you so much, Neko. I appreciate you. LFGO Pacemaker, let's go. Spider-Man, thank you so much for that birthday love. I appreciate you. I'll reach out, bro. No worries. Love your stuff, mate. I appreciate you, Neko. Loving UFD. I never worry about being rugged. Yeah, that is true. It is a solid crypto project. I'm pretty sure I follow you guys, don't I do, and they follow me. Shout out to this is Ron's basement. Shout out to Ron. Hope you're doing well, Ron. UFD smells good here. Crazy community, guys. Crazy community. LFGO, no problem, bro. Thank you so much, UFD Coral, for the happy birthday. Let's go back to some of the things I have saved. But guys, when in doubt, zoom out. I've been accumulating quant. I have no intentions on selling anytime soon. Dude, quant's pretty good, man. Obviously, quant's another one of the ISOs, right? I bet you if you look at quant, it's up like fucking 20% today or something like that, or like 10% QNT. Oh, only 3%. Well, I'm actually surprised. Because usually when XRP is Usually when XRP is pumping, all the ISOs pump like at a faster pace. But I think HBAR and Stellar are up pretty significantly. UFD is sponsored by Ledger and MoonPay. Really? Wow. Oh yeah, well they're partners, I think. So shout out to UFD. That's what I'm talking about. Unicorn fart dust. Secured by Ledger. That's awesome. What's up, Bryn Rex? Hello from New York. I'm walking here. I'm sorry, that's a stereotype. I'm walking here. I'm going to be going to New York at the end of the month for the first time ever. You know, I don't really have wanderlust. I don't like to travel that much. I'm not a big travel guy. I'm more of a stay my ass in my home kind of guy. I like to go out locally and snowboard. If it's when it's cold outside, I'm fucking out of here. I'm somewhere for like a month at a time. But besides that, I guess I do like to travel in. Where did I go last year for snowboarding? I went to Virginia. I went to West Virginia, California, and then Colorado. That was awesome. How are the profits? Not bad. Dragonism, not bad. Crypto Confidence is, what's up, Crypto Confident? How you been, brother? It's a happy birthday, legend. Thank you so much. It is my birthday. I almost forgot this morning. Jayhawk sent me a text. Shout out to Jayhawk, one of our OG members. Sent me a happy birthday text. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the reposts, guys. We almost have 1,000 viewers over on X, and we're not even barely 25 minutes in. That's absolutely phenomenal. Numbers going up. YouTube is still kind of struggling a little bit, but YouTube be YouTube. I have my OGs over on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. All right, what else? What other crypto news do we have right now? My UK Crypto King, what's up? How you doing? Welcome. What's going on? What else do we have here? Oh, this is just a. I've been getting a lot of texts and stuff like this from my friends, guys. If there's a popular, crypto creator out there, there's going to be a ton of fake accounts. So just as a reminder, I will never slide in your DMs asking for anything but nudes. If I'm asking for nudes, it's probably me. But if I'm asking for, asking you to help with trading and those sorts of things, definitely not me. So keep that in mind. Thank you so much, UK Crypto Queen. Thank you so much for the happy birthday witches, guys. If you didn't know, Vine coin is recovering quite well. I don't think it's even close to its all-time high, but it's probably had a stellar month. No, not even close. But up 143% over the last month, and that's because I think Elon Musk is bringing Vine back with AI. So very interesting. UFD's Coral says, thanks for the shout-out, Rodney. Thank you for popping in and saying what's up. I do appreciate you. So thank you for popping in, tuning in today. What else do we have going on here? So this is interesting. So I don't know if you guys remember, but China banned Bitcoin again. So breaking, China just officially bans Bitcoin and all crypto activity. China has enacted a full ban on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency trading, mining, and all related services, sending shockwaves to the global crypto market. So no trading, no mining, no crypto services. Guys, I don't know if you remember, but back in 2021, before we had like the real bull, so back in, I think it was May, China announced that they were banning crypto. And this is one of the things that dumped the market. And then obviously we had pumps on all-time highs and stuff like that. So China, with their cycle, I don't know, every cycle FUD event, pretty much. So interesting. What's up, luxury cigar reviewer? Says happy birthday, brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Looks like the M2 changes direction in September. I thought we would have more time. What do you mean, Brandon? Pepe says, so Rodney, if you ask Grok, it says they never banned anything. I think someone was trying to buy lower. It was fake news. Ah, okay. Well, I saw it being promoted everywhere. We did get this report too. So Trump said the U.S. will boom in 5 to 6 months. Now, I know a lot of people don't like to wait, but guys, in the grand scheme of things, 5 to 6 months isn't too bad. So, the one thing about Trump is I do everything except the Epstein files. I do believe him on a lot of things, That's where I draw the line, Epstein files. We got to release the Epstein files, right? We got to stop protecting pedophiles. But, yeah. So 5 to 6 months, the economy is going to boom, which makes me think, because that's right around the time where you think the crypto markets were going to dump. But, if the rest of the market's booming, crypto is going to boom too. That's the thing that we have going for us, because there was a time where the crypto market followed the traditional market, right? And there, obviously during the bear, there was a bunch of times where crypto was kind of like inverse of the traditional market. And now it's following the regular market again. So Neko says, with all due respect, I don't give a fuck. Talking about China. Spider-Man says YH. What else do we have? Yeah, so Michael says he remembers that. So Trump says the U.S. economy will boom in 5 to 6 months. So I don't know if you guys have heard about this. Check this out. So Arkham uncovers a $3.5 billion heist, the largest ever. Lubian was a Chinese mining pool with facilities in China and Iran. Based on analysis of on-chain data, it appears that 127,000 Bitcoin was stolen from Lubian in December 2020, worth $3.5 billion at the time, and now worth approximately $14 billion. Neither Luban nor the hacker have publicly acknowledged the hack. Arkham is the first to report the details. So obviously, these are the different wallets and transactions. So that's crazy, right? And you can see like Lubian.com, you can see all the Bitcoin being stolen. And obviously, it dumped over here too. So it's not just, so that's interesting. So I wonder if we're going to get some more news out of this. Yeah, China. Okay, just replying to your comment. Let me see, what else do I have here? What small cap meme coins am I in right now? Now, obviously, small caps are kind of, you got to be careful with some small caps, but I'm in a couple right now that I'm really bullish on. One is Solana. Let's see how we're doing. Nice, still hanging around $1 million. Solana is one that I'm on. Obviously, consecutive days of dumping. So it's another small cap. Then Kulo on Sui is another small cap that I'm in, around $1 million. So lots of small caps out there. Just always be careful with them because you never know what could happen. But really beefy liquidity compared to market cap size. I mean, this has 250K liquidity for $1 million market cap size, and 25% is absolutely crazy. Used to holding our gift in an old wallet. Hold that, buddy. I don't know which gift you're talking about. Are you talking about on the one for that's on my page? Etherscan. I need to take that off. I have a bunch of tokens in there. Let me see. PZ. I have a bunch of tokens in my wallet still. I don't know which ones you sent me. Clary, thank you so much for reposting the stream. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, guys. If you could repost the stream, it's free to do. All right, I'm going to just chat with you guys. I don't want to use up a lot of the news for tomorrow. So Glenn says Pepe hitting 3023 would be insane. Let's play Happy Fun Time. This is my favorite thing to do. It's called, go to this website called Market Cap of. Okay. So what we do is you take a crypto, right? Like Pepe. Oh wait, Pepe. And you give it a market cap of something. I think Pepe can hit $40 million this year. So let's go to a market cap. Let's go to a crypto that has about a 40 million market cap. We'll say Tron. About 30 million. So if Pepe hit that, it would only be at 4073, which is a 6.9x from now. If Pepe hit the market cap size of like BNB, which is insane, right? What does BNB have right now? 104 million. Excuse me, billion. It'd be only at 23x, and that'd be 3 zeros too. So that'd be right around your that'd be your, I mean, $100 billion. Yeah, good. Yeah, dude, 40 billion is doable because, and I think easy too. Yeah, because of what we saw Shiba Inu do back during the bull run. I think that, it's definitely possible. So this is a good website I like to use for happy fun time. Just kind of like, daydreaming. Merkman, what's up? Says mask up, mask is on, baby. I'm afraid I will sell way before it hits 302. Don't do it. You don't use market. You don't use compare market cap. Yeah, same thing. But 40 bill is, I don't know. It could be. So we know that 30 bill is 407. 407. So right around there. What if what if Pepe hit Bitcoin? See, even if like people say Pepe going to 1 cent and stuff, like even if Pepe hit the market cap size of Bitcoin, which is a 511x from here, which is not gonna happen. Not even close, right? It'd be 2054. And if we give XRP the market cap of Bitcoin, it'd be $38, you know? Yeah, Pepe, yeah, exactly. So people, you hear all these crazy price predictions for XRP, like, you know, market cap size does matter. Obviously supply too, right? Because you get price by supply times market cap size and like all the different, no, I think market cap is price times supply, right? Equals market cap. And obviously like some are deflationary, but to be honest, like even like with Shiba Inu, because I remember back during the last run, everyone was like Shiba Inu to $1, Shiba Inu to 1 cent. And this is possible because of their burn. But it's like I hate to be the fucking bearer of bad news here, right? But there's no way SHIB hits $1, even with where's Shiba Inu? There it is. Because if it hit, you know, the same price as Bitcoin, which it's not going to happen, right? It's still 203. Yeah, 1K XRP. It's so funny, you know. It's so funny when you see those videos. People are crazy, but some people think it's going to happen. You know, some people say 1,000. I mean, obviously, the more it's used, the more it's burnt. If XRP is used on a mass scale, then those numbers are possible because of how much it burns. You know, it's because it is deflationary. So that's true. I don't like SHIB, low volume, and interest fell off. I think the reason why SHIB is always, you know, moving with the markets right now, and I do think that Pepe will eventually flip SHIB. You know, it's because it's on so many exchanges and people just trade it, and a lot of people are down, right? Neko says we could hit $1 before SHIB, but we need the people. It's not likely because does Pepe have a burning mechanism? I don't know if SHIB does. I don't know if Pepe does. So I'd have to double check with you on that, but I think Pepe has a fixed market cap, right? I mean, fixed supply, right? Like 420.69 or some shit. Yeah, circulating supply is 420.69. Oh, so it does because it's supposed to be 6.8, 6.9, but maybe it does. I don't know. We could hit $1 before SHIB. We need the people, or maybe this is just off a little bit, but max supply, circulating supply. So maybe some of the supply is locked away. I don't know. Pengu has the same volume as Pepe. Let's check it out. I think Pengu is just dominating right now with the top Solana meme coin. Yeah. Yeah, it's more than 100 million. It's about $100 million away in market cap size more than Bonk. But I think Bonk's going to win eventually. But we go to daily trading volume. Pudgy Penguins barely has more, but it does. Yeah, 24-hour volume. But yeah, it does. It does. Look at Shiba Inu's volume compared to Pepe. Like Pepe has way more volume. Pepe has like twice as much and then some. Almighty J, thank you so much for posting the stream. I appreciate you. Shout out to the hedge community. Is it Hedgy community? What do you guys call yourself? Hedgy, right? Yeah, but Pengu has some pretty good volume. Yeah, but Shiba Inu volume is down. It's so ass. I just think that well, here's the thing. I can't say that no one cares about utility with meme coins because if you think about it, like Bonk has like all the utility, right? They just do. Yeah, they just do. But I think in the grand scheme of things, people just like their memes as memes, and Pepe is like the meme. Like Pepe is a meme that's older than it transcends Bitcoin. It was created in what? When was Pepe created? 2005. Boys Club with Matt Fury, and then Bitcoin was created in 2008, 2009. Grind. Thank you so much for reposting this stream. I appreciate you, brother. Oh, the coin was created in 2023, but I mean the meme. The Boys Club was 2005. But yeah, the meme was created in 2023. Dude, remember when Pepe, because there's actually an older, it's called Pepe coin. It's his own like coin, not a token. But when Pepe, the token, the ERC20 token, the one we all know and love so much, dude, that came out smack dab in the middle of a bear market. Literally nothing was going on. And then Pepe just created a whole meme coin craze by itself. I think my first stream about Pepe was sub 100 million. You know in the time something's bullish, right? You know, you feel it in the moment. You feel it in the moment. Yeah. Been quite a long time since I heard about Trump coin. I know, right? Here's the thing about Trump coin. Obviously, Trump coin is still a top meme coin, third largest Solana meme coin, but like, damn, dude. In my opinion, when they made Melania, it kind of just destroyed all the short reputation that that Trump coin had, because we were like, oh shit, he created at first we thought it was fake. I bought a bunch and I made a good amount on it. I ended up selling before the massive dump, which is one of my better trades, but I didn't know it was going to dump like that. But the Melania token is like, okay, this is a scam. Maybe not. But Pepe says, has anyone seen Pepe ads? 1K holder every couple of days on ETH, now has over 5.3 million holders, including total exchanges. That is true too, but keep in mind that a lot of those wallets are dust. Oh, what was that? I forgot that website I used to use. Was it this website? Let me see. Yeah, so check this out. You go to this website called ETHplorer. We'll go to Pepe. I think this is the website. You just take the contract address, you tag it in there, you search Pepe, and then let me see, transfers, holders. You go to holders, and you see that different. You see the different wallets. What is that yawn? I know I'm tired as fuck. I'm trying to have this coffee help me. It's not helping. Maybe I need a new Zen. You can see all the holders, but if you go to the last page right here, you can see that a lot of these wallets have like at least worth $0. And how do you change this? Let's go to page. You can go up here, manipulate. Let's go to page maybe 3,000. Let me see. Is that how you do it? Let me see. Okay, here we go, 3,000 right here. And then you can see that some have like 2,000. So if you go back, like not all the wallets are full, but you see what I mean. Let me see. Pyogi says, when you're listed on 100 plus exchanges like Pepe or Pengu, it's very difficult to look at holders anymore because a ton of people. Yeah, exactly. And that's a great point. Like if you go to like the first page here, right, and you look at like Binance right here, like Binance holds $526 million worth of Pepe tokens, 11.8% of the supply, 11.9 pretty much. You have to think about like those are different amount of holders too. So yeah, you're right. Yeah, true. Great point, Pyogos. Great point. I wasn't really thinking about that, but yeah, one wallet is like tens of thousands of holders on an exchange. So those count too. Absolutely. What's up, my crypto space says Momo time. What's up, baby? How we doing? Dylan Blockchain says Zeus fam in the house. AB says, personally, I think the way I think of any meme token is more than code. A spirit, a movement. Its true value isn't in charts, but in people coming together with laughter, belief, and shared purpose. When hearts align, even memes become mission. The unity that sparks is what keeps it. It keeps it alive. That is true. What you're saying pretty much. The community is what keep memes coin together. Like no one really cares about anything else. It's really price go up and the joy of making money together, but being a part of a community. There's a lot of people that like are in crypto because they got into a meme coin and maybe it worked out, maybe it didn't, but they made friends online. Because the truth is, if you're watching this stream, you're probably the only person out of your immediate in person, in your family and your immediate friend group that understands crypto at all. Like you're probably the only person. And a lot of people build relationships online through crypto. So that is what it's about. For sure. But yeah, it's a good website called ETHplorer. I forgot about this one. You can check like the wallets and stuff like that. And you can check it on Etherscan too, but you can't see all the wallets. I think you see like the top 100 or something like that. So, but yeah, exactly. When you're on a bunch of exchanges, I mean, it's crazy. You checked out WeChat Doge. It's a growing Chinese community meme based on emoji. I'll check it out. I can check out some meme coins for you guys. WeChat. This one, right? What do we have? 7 mil market cap. Looks like it's consolidating pretty good. Decent volume, 1.5 mil. You can never, and first of all, thank you so much, Crypto Collector, for reposting the stream. Thank you so much, guys. We already have 1,500 viewers. God damn. That's absolutely phenomenal. 30 viewers over on YouTube. If you're watching over on YouTube, please smash the like. It's free to do. Just hit the like button. You can subscribe to the channel if you like being here. And if you really want to be here a lot, consider becoming a member. We go live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the news. I'll give you all the news, hang out a little bit. And on weekends, we just kind of bullshit a little bit. So XRP was the title today, but now we're looking at meme coins, obviously. Yeah, it's a Bonk Fund Eco token. Nice. Let me see. That has Bonk in the contract address. Let me just paste this somewhere. Yeah, Bonk. Nice. Yeah, Bonk Fund is really taking out Pump Fund, right? Almighty Jix says, and we have survived this because of our community and insane worker team. Hedge is going to be the next one. Nice. Alon says, what do you think about Caspa? Yeah, man. So I was actually, there was a time. Let's talk about Caspa for a second. Obviously, another layer one, proof of work, really a dying breed if you think about it. And, to be honest, it's been kind of lackluster, I would say, during this run so far. But, there was a time where literally nothing was happening. And this was back in about a year and a half ago. And Caspa was doing some insane things, smashing through all-time highs. And really, when the rest of the market was running recently, it didn't really do much. I like it. It's a very techie blockchain. Obviously, it's not the focus of the space right now. But before, it was in the top, I think, 15 cryptos for a while. I got into Caspa. I have Caspa, but I got into Caspa through the form of meme coins. With Dag Night Dog, which didn't work out because I don't think they have like a decentralized exchange for them. I think you can only get them on centralized exchanges. So I have tokens for them, but I don't know. I think that it's all about speculation and price go up. I think we're going to need a true alt season for Caspa. Dying breed, like proof of stake. Caspa's a proof of stake network. No, proof of work. My bad. Proof of work network. Yeah, proof of work's kind of like a dying breed. Like, I think of Ethereum and stuff like that. Sweet Gem says, I hope you're enjoying your birthday. I like your work ethic. I'm on holiday next to the charge point. Hey, let's go, Sweet Gems. Thanks so much for popping. I appreciate your work ethic, popping in and saying what's up. I appreciate it. Pyogi says, I like it because I don't know many other Chinese meme tokens with an actual Chinese ticker. That is true. Pigo says, Caspa is going to be fun when Moonbound releases with the Casplex mainnet. So smart contracts, Moonbound is a pump fund type of website for memes. I just hope it catches on. I think that memes are so good for any ecosystem, like really good. We saw like it did pretty good with Tron for a little bit. Obviously, Sui. Yeah, memes, whatever kind of tokens you're building on a network really does help, But just like any network, like I got introduced to, HBAR meme coins the other day with the Gib and Suit community recently. I don't really trade on them, which it could be a good idea to get in before everybody else. Because if there is a big pump or a big like hype train or a big like influx of users to like whatever network, like if you're in some of these meme coins early, like they're going to fly. They're going to fly, especially the OG ones, So I'm not too familiar with going on with Caspa. I did pop it for one of their Discord meetings one time, and it's really techie and like a lot of it went over my head. Like I don't know like the particulars about sharding and all kinds of shit like that. I really don't, But from what I hear, a lot of people like the tech. A lot of people are bullish on the blockchain. Yeah. So Ethereum will never be dethroned. See, that's it. That's an interesting question, Brendan. I don't know. Okay, so it's still the second largest crypto by market cap size. It's starting to recover a little bit. Now, if you would have told me back in 2021 that Bitcoin would be $120,000 and Ethereum would be fighting to hit its all-time high. In fact, it'd be more than $1,000, more than 30% from hitting its all-time high. I would have said you were crazy. But this is where we are now, where Ethereum just isn't keeping up when it comes to positive price action. Now, Ethereum is in a place where institutions right now are loading the fuck up. Every day, I see some sort of large institution go all in on Ethereum. And we know like about 3 or 4 institutions right now hold more Ethereum than the Ethereum Foundation. That's what we learned over the last week. I don't know. I remember, Brandon, during the last cycle, there was talks about Solana being the ETH killer, flipping ETH. Neko says ETH is being suppressed. I think so. It might be. it's expensive fees. That is true, Brandon. I think it is expensive, but what's the trade-off, right? Vitalik reposted this not too long ago, and I wonder if I can find it. He doesn't really post so much, a lot, so I can. Let me find it because it was actually pretty. It was pretty eye-opening. Excuse me. Let me find it real quick. I thought it's like facts, like facts, you know? 1 second here. Let me find it. Okay, check this out. This is great. So Vitalik reposted this post from Benji. It says Ethereum has been online 10 years straight with 0 pauses and 0 maintenance windows. How many networks can you say that for? Solana has quite a few outages. Not lately, not in the last year. Sui has had one, I think, right? In that time, Facebook went down for 14 hours. AWS Kinesis froze for 17 hours. Cloudflare dropped for 19 data centers. And L1's, well, you know, and they're talking about Solana and stuff like that, right, going out. So say what you want about Ethereum. Yes, it can be a little pricey, but with ETH 2.0, they're supposed to get to like, what, 10,000 transactions per second or 100,000 transactions per second by the end of their roadmap. It's supposed to be a little cheaper, but it's reliable. It's all reliable, you know? I'm not saying that Ethereum can't be surpassed, because when I think of Ethereum, I think of it as like the early days of the internet, kind of. That's what crypto is. And remember the big brands in the early days of the internet that are just not here anymore, MySpace and these chat networks and Ask Jeeves, like these things that seemed like titans that would never go away, and now they're gone. And you still have a few OGs like Google. Like, will Ethereum be Ask Jeeves or will it be Google? Because Google stood the test of time. You know what I mean? Who's it going to be? I don't know. Obviously, Bitcoin is separate. Bitcoin's a store of value. It's a form of currency. Well, it's supposed to be a form of currency, even though we view it as like digital gold now. But we'll have to see. Yeah, MySpace was crazy, right? It will pop off real soon. The fees are not that bad if you are looking for quality, reliability, and credibility. 1,000%. MySpace, I know, right? All the banks will scale with ETH. Yes, everyone wants to use ETH as like a network because it doesn't go down, right? Trump holds ETH, enough said. Absolutely. Edgar says, happy birthday to you, Rodney. Thank you so much. Happy birthday to you. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I do appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Absolute legends. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Almighty Dick says, Hedge around 5 million is a steal. All-time high with 50 million. Yeah, Hedge is an OG. Hopefully it does go back up. And shout out to the Hedge community. You guys are so supportive, especially on Instagram. And if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, if you guys want some fucking funny ass memes that keep you entertained all day, every day, all I do is post memes and videos all fucking day on Instagram. So if you want some funny memes to get you through the day when you're doom scrolling and comparing your life to other people's life, even though it's not fair to compare yourself to other people's best moments, we do it anyways because we're humans and we're sad pieces of shit sometimes. Maybe that's just me. Follow me on Instagram. Links to my Instagram is in the description down below. Thank you so much, Neko. I appreciate you. I'm just trying to provide some funny ass content. I just want to make you laugh. You know, I love memes. But Sunday pumps are scary. Happy birthday. I see you got a market pump on your birthday. That's right, baby. Is it a coincidence or not? You know, you are funny on the gram, no lie. Thank you so much, Neko. Selmo Fudd, been a member for 35 months. Selmo Fudd, XRP Army OG. Member for 35 months is happy birthday, Doug. Selmo Fudd, thank you so much. And thank you so much for almost 3 years straight of support. I do appreciate you so much. And, you know, popping into these streams, man. I do appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, bro. Wish you the best life and happiness your way. Stay blessed. Thank you so much, AB Empower 25. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes, guys. No place I'd rather be than hanging out with you guys for a little bit. We're only going to go about an hour today, but I appreciate you guys. Happy birthday, champ. Bless up, Crypto Flare. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Crypto Flare. Got the SPX chick right there. Anybody use AI like Grok's little girlfriend? You guys, anybody use that? My mom just texted me. For those pump fund like platforms, it's always decent to get the first few. That's true. Roddy, what do you think about Fake Taxi? What the hell's Fake Taxi? You guys remember the game Crazy Taxi? But all right, lady boys, duty calls. I'm going to get out of here for the day, guys. I wanted to stream just a little bit on the Sunday. Guys, if you like the stream, come hang out with me tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come hang out with your boy. Come kick more shit than Liu Kang, okay? Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hopefully you guys, had a fantastic weekend, guys. When in doubt, zoom out. In the grand scheme of things, we're going to be fine. Just be happy you're in the game. And if you're watching this, you're still early. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Be there. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.